something old. I'm going for my crackled texture paste, and as you can see, it's an old jar. I have reached the bottom of it. So I'm looking at it from two different views. The cracks will give me an old look on my project, but you could also think of an old picture or distressing or something rusted. Anything is possible. Or you could go and use an old product. Use an old stamp or die cut you have had for many years. It's all up to you to fill in the word old. I only want a thin line of a crackle paste on my project, so I'm very careful when applying it using my palette knife. The thicker you apply it, the bigger the cracks will be. Crackle paste is a paste you want to let dry by air. Don't use a heat tool to speed up the drying time. Something borrowed. I have borrowed my kids their fingers for this project. But nothing is stopping you to borrow a stamp or a die or an ink from a crafty friend, of course. Or maybe you might even have something in your kitchen you could borrow to stamp with. Something blue. There are a lot of different kinds of blue. You have light blues, darker blues, there are greenish ones, there are grayish ones like my favorite, Payne's Grey. Even though it's called grey, this Winsor&Newton Payne's Grey has a bluish tint. Now, I know not everybody loves blue as much as I do, and you don't have to be scared. Your project does not have to become a blue project. Why not use the blue to mix up your own color? Why not take some yellow, mix in your blue and create your own vibrant green? Or mix some reds or pinks to create purple. I'm using watercolor paints, but you can go and blend inks together or easily mix up some acrylic paints. I do hope you'll share which colors you have mixed up, as that might be a big help for others. As you can see, my crackle paste has dried and now it's time to give it some color. I'm using Payne's Grey from Winsor&Newton and Warm Sepia from Senderly. I have glued down an extra layer of paper to make it a bit stronger, and now I'm laying down a tiny amount of the Payne's Grey around the edges here. Something new. I have recently bought this metallic wax from Finnabair. Now, I have used some waxes before, but this one is new to me, and the old silver is a new color for me too. Now, I don't want to apply a lot of it, so I'm testing it out on a scrap piece of paper first. I don't want the result to be too shiny either, so I'm really trying to lay down just a tiny bit. As I only laid down a tiny bit on my project, I was curious on how the product really looked, and I wanted to show it a bit better to you too. So I took out a project I'm working on to have a quick test. So this is my finished project. It's a page for my personal art journal called Breathe. I really hope you guys will accept the challenge and fill in the old, new, borrowed and blue in your own unique way. Share your projects using the hashtag so everyone including me can find them and see your lovely project. It doesn't matter if it's a card, a tag, an art journal page or something mixed media. I would love to see them all, so I hope you'll share it using the hashtag. Feel free to share the video too and challenge some of your friends.